Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We're on Westfield with MerryTurnipDay from Lemon Clan again, and he's in the Tier 10 Polish tank destroyer, the Błyskawica. Now, I thought that had been pronounced Błyskawica, but I'll check the pronunciation. Now, what's special about this one? Oh, well, like all the other Polish heavy TDs, max damage at close range, so at 15 meters range if you get all your targets done. It's got the highest DPM in the game, but obviously it drops off over distance, so I think around 800 per shot at the close range, and then close to 900, and then about 300 damage for long range. Alright, so he's in Westfield. He's only got 7 degrees of gun depression and also a fairly narrow gun arc, so you've got to choose your position fairly carefully. So he's just waiting for some targets here. Now, keeping tank angled up, a bit like the 279E, gives you the best sort of use of your armor. And he's just waiting for that opportunity to put a nice damaging shot in, and there's CC Mark 1 there. This is Tier 9, Tier 10 game, so he's going to have some juicy targets with a bit less armor. And it looks like he's going after that CC, but okay, he's spotted a few tanks that haven't been spotted before. Unfortunately, just bounces the top of the 277 there. I think he was going for the roof, well-known weak spot on Soviet heavy tanks, but in terms of overmatch. But I don't think he's quite got the gun caliber for overmatching. Let's have a quick look. I think it's 70 something in millimeters. Not sure if it tells you here, just the damage. Yeah, I get the impression that it's not a high caliber gun, but I'll have to check later, so apologies for that. It's not something I've got in my garage, but he is going for the contender here and manages to go through the top there, but punished by Artie. Now there seems to be something in the game here that Artie's doing a bit more damage than normal. I'm not sure if that was a buff or not, but losing 300 at a chop, and here comes another one, and different Artie doing pretty close to the same thing. So he's lost nearly over 500 hit points of damage there just from 2 Artie shots, and has had to use his repair kit and also his med kit. And there comes another one from the 261. They're just going for him pretty solidly. He's got to get out of view for a little while and get them to concentrate on some other target here, I think. So at the moment they probably know where he is, but a little while he'll disappear off their radar. And now he's spotted again. What's the Artie doing? Let's see if another shot comes in. Alright, his team's down a lot on hit points, so time to use this gun to max advantage if you can. And it's just waiting for that Type 63 to come up, and he goes through the side of the turret there, does a nice 801 hit points of damage, and that's your close quarters damage there. But so far, not getting the max out of this particular vehicle. And maybe you can go, if this I-7 gets out of the way, you might be able to go for the 277 again, who has got some nice juicy hit points. I'm not sure if he's trying to bait a shot or not. He's certainly trying to use vision to spot there without sort of showing too much of his tank, but just a bit dangerous here going sideways. Potentially they'll go through the side plates, which is not as well armed, of course. Oh, and here comes a chieftain who's just poked over the top, and can he put a nice shot through to the top there? And he goes for the lower plate. Fortunately, I don't think that connected. That might have just not aimed enough in time. There's another aspect of the narrow gun arc, of course, is that you do have a fair bit of bloom in this tank. Oh, there he goes. Gets through the front sprocket of the 277. But it has got the improvability device, which I think will definitely give him an advantage there in that respect. Alright, it's managed to put another nice juicy shot through the 277 as he comes close. CC1 Mark II going after him with HE potentially, and he's now got just his tracks being stuck here, but he's got the lower plate of the 2C, and again puts a nice shot there. Oh, it gets penetrated this time, but probably wipe out this CC Mark 1 fairly quickly. The DPM, and in fact the reload time is actually pretty good. Again, the low caliber of the gun is probably the best part there, but luckily the IS-4 takes out the CC1, and he can round up on this chieftain here, and he'll get a nice shot into the roof. No, goes for the top of the upper plate there, and then 261 on his side takes out the chieftain. So that's saved him a bit of grief there. It's up to nearly 7k of damage now. Oh, target's starting to disappear, so if he wants to get more damage out of this game, he's going to have to go and find some more targets. There's a tortoise spotted down in the field there. Now he's just poking here to see if he gets spotted. No, not getting spotted. He's got his platoon mate Bluey there, who we've seen in other game with him. Oh, no, he is spotted this time. So, but I think no one in the trees there. They would be spotted straight away, certainly if they tried to fire. So probably someone on the edge where that Foch 155 was last seen. His team now still in a big hole, 4k of damage down. A lot of their tanks are quite damaged. And Merry just coming up, just cresting here again to see whether he can spot out whatever's spotting him. Quite possibly it's the tortoise. The tortoise hasn't been seen for a little while. There's an STB-1, but he's on the other side of the field. And the Skoda T50 also sort of on the other side of the property there. No, he's not getting spotted now, so where is that tortoise? Bluey is there in 705A. I think this is the DB1, so he's going and loading his standard round here to go after the STB1, and who's just put a shot into the IS-4, and the IS-4 gets taken out by the STB1. The STB1 having very good gun depression by virtue of its suspension arrangement. So Merry, come down the hill here. There is someone on the cap, and it's the Foch 155. So he manages to put a lovely shot there, interrupts the cap, and doesn't put a lot of his vehicle in the way of the Foch. Here comes STB1. Is probably going to try and pick a fight with him. So he'll get a nice shot in as he goes around, which he does. Bounces the incoming round, and just needs to angle a bit here and avoid getting taken out by this STB1. Well, he does lose some health here, but he can probably get a kill now. Bang, and yes he does, so that takes him up to 8.5k of damage. You know, Merry can pump out large damaged targets, so let's keep our fingers crossed that he gets over 9k. But there's 7 minutes of the game left to go, and the enemy has got 2k of damage available. And it's just him and the T30, so if he's careful, he'll get all of it. Now, can he get that Foch 155? He just needs to spot him again. He's behind the building from this particular angle. The T30 comes around the corner. Oh, and he gets taken out by the Foch, and this is the danger of the Foch 155. They can pump out a lot of damage. He's got to find that nice spot right between the rocks here. Just poke his gun through, which he can. Goes for the roof of the Foch, interrupts the cap again. So he'll get some nice defense points here, and the Skoda's down there as well. He's one-shottable. Who does he want to kill first? Probably go after the Skoda if he can. Bang! That takes him over his 9k. Now the Foch is still there, but where's the tortoise? That's the other question. Is that tortoise going to come around behind him? That's the danger. This game is winnable, but there's not a whole lot in it. Now that 700k of damage, and he's got a 10k game again, which we've seen before, just quite recently, with his AMX 50B. Can he bluff this Foch 155 into which direction he's coming from? No, not quite. Yes, he can. Comes through, bang, gets the kill. Now, the question is, where is the tortoise? So, tortoise, if he's out there, knows where he is, of course, because he just got spotted in the shooting. And he's just going to have to go back. He's got plenty of time here. Can go go and cap, but that just makes him probably more vulnerable. The tortoise could come around from the top where he was last seen and shoot down on him. But can he find the tortoise? Maybe the tortoise is AFK. It's always a possibility. Certainly hasn't appeared. So Merry just making his way across the hill here. $9.5k of damage. Can he get 10k? Well, there's still 1100, depending on how much the tortoise has really got left, because that total doesn't get updated until the tank is respotted, so we don't know exactly how many hit points are left. But getting tense as we're going and getting closer. He hasn't spotted this tortoise yet. Now we don't know who was spotting him previously, but it could have been any of those tanks that he's killed already. Oh, now he's getting spotted. There is the tortoise. Oh, and it looks like he is AFK, sitting there between things. He'll get a shot in. Yeah, that tortoise is AFK. He's not moving at all. So he'll come here, make it a bit closer, make sure he gets it in the next shot. He's got his 10k. He's got 500 to go. 10,670 hit points of damage. What a game. We've got a few medals here, of course. The high caliber award for the most damage, not surprisingly. The defender medal and the top gun. So 6 kills gave him the defender. Over 10k, we'll check that again. A small amount of assisted damage there, 152. He's blocked 2.2k, which has helped. And the ace tanker badge, of course. Let's have a look at the score. 1512 base experience, great level there, especially in a game with some lower tiers, and that's all pretty much down to all that close quarters shooting, so no one spotting for him, and didn't pick up much assistance there, of course, but maybe some tracking damage in that sense. Next best damage was the T30 that died near the end, 3k, and the Centurion 7-1, another tier 9, getting just under a fraction under 3k, so good contributors there. Let's go to T50 that he managed to do that long range shot on, doing nearly 4k, and the Chieftain doing 6.7k, so he would have been very disappointed in that game, but didn't even get the highest EXP, so bad luck to that player in that sense, but another 3k there of this TB1 who also lasted fairly long, and that tortoise obviously took one shot and went to sleep, or maybe got a call and had to go out, who knows, but certainly didn't support his team in that respect. Alright, now what did it cost him to run this game? Bonus playing in a platoon always helps, 74k, nearly 75, really good. Personal reserves running as well, that gave him a big credit total, and he's managed to keep most of it there by not overexpending on ammunition, and again the high alpha per shot really helping there, so only 80k on ammunition, give him a nice total of 118k. That came out of firing 19 shots, and of that 19, 18 hits, so probably helped by the close quarters, but only missing one shot really, which is really excellent outcomes there. Didn't waste any real ammunition, 17 penetrations out of that. And there's your damage total, 10,670. So another great game there from MerryTurnipDay. Now that's 2 10k games in fairly close succession, so just think about that in your life. I've had a 10k game, but certainly I want to get to the high damage amounts, you get very, very nervous, so I can only imagine how Merry was feeling with those games under his belt. Anyway, another great game there from Merry. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. It does help get it in front of more people. I'd certainly appreciate comments on the games as well. That's something we're not getting a lot of on the channel, but again, that helps get it out there amongst people with the algorithm. But in any case, we'll have more great content to follow. Hard to back that up, but I'm pretty sure we can. And thanks very much for watching.